Hey guys, you want to see what's going on with us lately and why we haven't been recording content since July of last year? What? Stay tuned. We'll let you know. Hey guys, this is Dave. That's Johnny. This is the Tell You What podcast.
This is
back after a little bit of a long break.
There's a hiatus.
A little bit of a hiatus, but there's been a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff has changed.
Right?
A lot of stuff has changed. For good, for worse, for better. I mean, just what's been going on like with you and your life? I know you've got a lot going on.
Well, we got some new equipment over here.
Yeah.
I decided that I kind of enjoy doing this.
Mm-hmm. This is fun.
It's a good time. But I finally got a few bucks, and we actually got a camcorder. For a long time, we were doing the show, actually up until now, today. We were doing this show
off
with
the phone.
off of a phone.
Wow.
And a mixer board.
And we still got our mixer board.
We still do. It's
it's tried and true. It's treated us well.
It is. But now, we have a new camcorder. We're trying out some new ideas. Trying to get that going. And
again, thank you for being with us. Thank you for staying out there.
For sure. Sorry, I'm looking down at the board because it's been a while. I'm out of practice. I think I've forgotten like half of this stuff.
We'll work through it together. Those of us out there and those of us two right here behind the mics here.
So I got a new job.
You did?
Jesus Christ, yes. I'm working on the car. The third member of our show, the Nova back there, it doesn't have a name that I'm aware of.
Feel free to submit your names too, by the way. That would be fun. I want to hear this.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
We lost a dog in the family. Pretty sad situation. It was actually, if you remember the episode about the avoid getting punched in the face by your coworkers. You remember that episode, guys? Not super popular, believe it or not.
It was awesome.
But I bet every single one of you works with somebody that you want to punch. So don't give me any of that.
Those were good tips, though, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of punching coworkers in the face, I work for the Gigafactory out there now for Tesla.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
There's a lot of people that need to be punched in the face.
Really?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, the plan is full of... Okay, I just want to put this on the table right now.
I just thought you're all out there, you're just like doing your thing.
Well, I'm going to put this out there right now. I signed a lot of non-disclosures to work at this place. I'm not going to give away any secrets or any of that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're looking for, sorry. But it's no secret that the plan is full of young people.
That need to be punched in the face.
That have a certain level of entitlement that drives me bonkers.
It's a millennial thing, isn't it? Is it just the young people, or is there just people that have gone through their whole lives with some entitlement that are now like in their 40s that still think they...
No, it's
the younger crowd, huh?
There's a lot of the younger crowd, and not all of them. So I want to be specific. It's not all of them.
We don't want to bunch everybody into this group.
But no, it's definitely a good amount to where it annoys me. The place itself is great. Look, the benefits are great. Gosh, the benefits are great. I like my schedule. I work nights, so it's a little tough, which is why we haven't done any real recording or anything, because it's tough to pull that off and take care of family. And Johnny has things to do, and there's just stuff, I'm working on that thing back there.
It's awesome.
I mean, there's stuff going on, so it's been a while. But yeah, new job. You got a new job as well.
Kind of, sort of. So, let me say, things have been going on in my life. I went from a long-standing service advisor position at the dealership I was at and running a side business, selling online, to doing that full-time and going, oh, hey, wait, I can do this full time. And then after a couple of months going, oh crap, no, I can't. Oh boy. So,
I mean, my opinion, it's always been, why get mistreated by someone and underpaid if you can do it yourself?
just do it. I mean, go for it. What are you going to risk? I mean, I had this one really good customer one time, and he had built a business basically from nothing. And it was one of those things. It's like, hey, he was in his mid to late 30s, had a couple of kids, and he's just like, I can't support them on what I make. So he took it and went for it, and it worked. And I was like, wow. And he said, really, what's going to happen? What are they going to do? Lock you up, put you in debtor's prison? No, you get set back, you readjust the way you live, maybe move into an apartment a little bit and, brush yourself off and try it again. And I actually told that to somebody that I worked with at the dealership. I told that to somebody I worked with, and he's like, that just like scares me to death. I couldn't. He was just like petrified by that idea, just like having to readjust. And this person doesn't even have kids. He has got a house, and I went, well, I guess there's there's workers, and then there's not workers. I guess there are people that are okay to work, and not to fault either one by any means whatsoever. There's some are, some aren't, but I mean, it is what it is. And to me, I've never been of the, hey, I'm going to go work for somebody and be happy for a long period of time. Sure. A short period of time, no problem. Because I feel like it's almost like a project, really. Yeah,
and I mean, we both had jobs in the automotive industry for 20 years.
About that, yeah. What am I, 38 now? I started as 18, if not longer.
Yeah, and I started when I was 20, 21. I started pretty late, but back in the day,
not late.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not late.
Your early 20s, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we were 20 years in, and we both have done multiple things in the automotive industry, and now we're both exploring other avenues.
Yeah, other options.
I'm in manufacturing. I was in manufacturing for a little bit, but this isn't just manufacturing. This is sustainable energy. This is more than just cars. This is cars, energy, solar, all of this. My particular department deals with drive units, so. I don't deal with the solar aspect of it so much. You're doing something outside of automotive altogether.
Yeah, I'm just buying and selling, packing and shipping. Like I said, it's working okay right now. We've got a couple part-time gigs just to kind of make ends meet. We're building it. We're getting there.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work for whatever reason, I mean, I can always go back to work. You touched on that. You've got 20 years in the business, in automotive or whatever your field is.
Sure.
And that's what I've told other people before is, yeah, you might not like what you're doing now,
sure,
but whatever you're doing, gather that experience. No one can ever take that away from you.
No.
We actually had a member of management who used that to his advantage. He was promoted into a position. He did that for X amount of period of time. He then took that experience, that knowledge, and went somewhere else to a bigger store, a bigger dealership, more money. But the thing is, no one could ever take that from him. Yeah, he walked away, lost, loyalty and longevity and all that. But he took with him all that experience and like I said, he was trusted to do that job and do it well, which he did. And he's just now basically doing for somebody else. So if you're in a field, and even if it's horrible, if it sucks, if it pays the bills, just think of it as experience, I think.
Yeah, my stepson was just offered a full advisor gig.
Really? That's cool.
We moved from Fernley. By the way, this is recorded in Reno. Specifically, it's recorded in Cold Springs, which is like a little valley. It's a little outside. It's like Reno's little stepchild.
There's a bunch of speed limits around here for things I don't know why, because you're not going to hit anything.
Yeah,
it's like dirt and rocks and like Gila monsters, but it's 35.
That's true.
Explain that one to me.
But he is working. We moved from Fernley to the Portland, Vancouver area. And then came back because we love it so much. And I cried like a little girl until we moved back. But enough about that. So he started off as like a driver. If you bring your car in for service, he drives your car into the parking. And then when you pick it up for service, he gives it to you, as you leave. He went from that to express service advisor. You come in for an oil change, a tire rotation, something simple. He would write you up and take care of it. Well, now he's taking a job at a Dodge Chrysler Jeep store. We worked at a Subaru store, the only Subaru store in downtown Portland. There's other ones on the outside skirts, but a very busy store, like miserable busy.
And my hat's off to service advisors at busy stores.
Jesus.
I've been at a busy store, a busy Toyota store once, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
But he's going to work in Wilsonville, which isn't too far from there, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. Dodge Chrysler Jeep, full advisor, willing to train. He just took that job. He took the offer this week. So he's moving on up also to get in this automotive hell.
good money. It's good money.
I mean, it's good money, and it's good experience to have. You kind of learn people traits and how to deal with unrealistic situations sometimes, and
jobs.
And you get to help people too. There's times when you get to help people, and that's great.
That's actually really cool. That helping people. That's cool. That's neat. That's what I liked about it. Yeah. But it's the people that just want to yell at you for no reason. So it's like that was actually the reason that when I went back into being a service advisor I was one of the reasons I didn't want to go back, because before I didn't have kids, and when I was offered the job again, I actually had kids, and I was like, I want to raise them in a world or around people that are in a place where it's not okay to yell at people like a crazy person. And being an advisor, that sometimes doesn't always happen. You just kind of have to take it, and then you realize you're like, what are you yelling at?
Yeah,
like,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
What are we doing? Let's just get through this. I mean, like I said, I didn't build the car. I didn't break it. Neither did you. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just work it out.
Yeah. And more often than not, my store gave stuff to people that they probably shouldn't have. And
that doesn't do anything.
I mean,
maybe in the short run keeps them happy.
I still got yelled at. I still got cussed out. I still got disrespected. I'm pretty sure if these people could throw poop at me, they would have. And all I'm trying to do is help them out. But anyway, on to other things.
My mind went crazy there for a minute. It looked like a zoo and monkeys, and I'm like, well, maybe if you're allowed to throw it back, it might not be that.
That might not be that bad.
That's hell.
But on to other things.
Awful.
Yeah, we lost my dog Tank. There was a couple episodes where you might have seen Tank on the floor, and Tank was an American bully. He got confused with a pit bull all the time, and pit bull so scary, but nope, sorry, not here, not scary at all. But we think, oddly enough, something happened, or he got poisoned or something. He was only like 5 years old. But we lost him that day that we recorded that episode for the how to avoid getting punched or whatever it is.
That was awful. That was like an intro and an exit for poor Tank right there.
Yeah, we lost him that morning, so it was really tough to do anything then. So,
oh my God.
I hate to sound like a nerd or anything, but I think when you lose an animal like that, you raise him from a puppy and you raise him around your kids, and he's happy to see you, and you put in a lot of work to train him and make him like a perfect dog. Everyone that met that dog said he was fucking perfect. And when you lose something like that unexpectedly, you don't expect to lose a dog so young. And some people say 5 years. I mean, that's borderline senior, but to me, it's only 5 years. Those dogs,
yeah,
dogs usually last a long time.
Yeah,
and it made me sad, and it left a hole in my heart, and it's still there. You know what I mean? I miss the guy. He was my shop dog. He hung out with me in the garage when no one would. It was a bummer. But you suffered a loss as well.
Same thing. So I've got a couple losses. So I've got our dog actually passed away, our German Shepherd. She was 9 years old. We raised her from a puppy from 5 weeks, kind of mush fed her. At the time, Grandma lived with us. Mm-hmm. That's fine. It worked out. It's been that way for a while. Mm-hmm. It's nothing. It's like, oh gosh, the situation. No, it's like we actually made this work. This was our preference of living situations. So we actually had 2 trips planned at the same time. Grandma's vacation, she was going with her girl. She goes with her girls like once a year, goes to Vegas or somewhere, whatever. They went to Mexico, I think, Cabo San Lucas year or so, 2 years ago. Great coffee. I got to bring some, by the way. We had her trip. We had her trip planned. And then our trip planned. We were going to go see my good friend in San Diego, who I've known since the 3rd grade. That was going to be cool. San Diego, SeaWorld.
Oh, the weather. Oh,
it's nice down there. Oh, it's just so nice down there. Love San Diego. And in October, a lot of things are free for kids. Cool. Didn't know this.
That's rad.
It was like a bonus. Like all these kids eat free for this and that. It's still ungodly expensive for everything else because it's Southern California. But hey, whatever. It takes a little bit of the edge off, so it's cool. Mm-hmm. So we had our trip planned, which we were going to go to San Diego, SeaWorld, and Legoland, and of course the San Diego Zoo. So we had this all planned out. Everything's great. We got the call. So So grandma actually ended up staying home. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't leave the dog like this, because she was like lethargic and like peeing on herself. And like, this is not her. She was 9 years old, but she was a puppy still. She was just a kind of a spaz. She didn't have hip problems. Again, German Shepherd, but she didn't have hip problems. She had, because she was a little bit lighter. She was only like 72 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. On the small end, there's big shepherds and small shepherds. Sure. She was over here on the small side. So.
Did her ears get cable?
Yes, like we got all the stations with those ears.
All right.
Yeah, they're awesome. It was great. Depending on where she would hear something, you could see them. They had a little bit of range of motion at like 5 degrees. It was pretty. Wow. Yeah, they could channel. So grandma says, okay, I got to cancel my trip. I'm going to try going on it. We were going to just leave her there with a friend, and that was gonna be fine. No worries. So she tries to board her, doesn't try to board her. Tries to take her to the vet, and the vet's like, I can get her out of pain, but something happened. Like her liver shut down, or something just horrible, and then just that was it. So we got this. This is great. So I'm in the San Diego Zoo, San Diego, California, in the big aviary thing. The place is massive. I'm kind of lost. If any of you have ever been there, the place is incredible, but my God, it's big. It's just stupid big. They give you maps, and there's people all over the place, and you don't get lost, end up in some tiger cage or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I get the call from grandma that says, hey, we're going to have to put her to sleep. I'm in the zoo on my vacation with my children.
Tough.
And we get to make that call. Talk about screwing up your day and a little bit of your vacation. What the hell? Mm-hmm. So we had to do that. So we came back. We did the rest of our vacation. That was great. Legoland, go there. It's cool if you have kids.
I didn't even know that was still a thing.
What's that?
Legoland.
Oh, it's a blast. I'm a huge, huge proponent of Legoland. I'll promote the hell out of that place. It is awesome.
That's awesome.
Just really, really cool, good time. But we went in the off season too, so we just walk right up to stuff. It's great. We'll touch on that a little bit. But after we got back, it was kind of weird. So we had the holidays.
Yeah.
And with no dog.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so we actually ended up getting another puppy, another German Shepherd, another girl out of Sacramento. Mm-hmm. This is kind of how I like to get my dogs. I'm not a big fan of breeders. Mm-hmm. One, for the cost. Two, I don't think it's that. And German Shepherds are hard to find in kennels or humane societies because they're gone almost instantly. Mm-hmm. So if you go on Craigslist, you just type in German Shepherd, you misspell it maybe a couple times, and you'll get actually something there too. And we found her for, I think she was $400 or $300. And if you put a price on it, it keeps the weirdos away. Mm-hmm. So this is the dog I want. Okay, cool. Come get it. Went down on a Sunday, and here you go. I want that one. Thanks. Scooped her up, put her in the car in a towel in a little cage. Bye. That cage that I bought on the PetSmart on the way there. Mm-hmm. And then so she was born on Thanksgiving. I actually took her to the vet this morning. Oh, that's again another reason. Another one of the 5,000 things I have to do. Yeah. Well, having a full-time job isn't probable. So I had to take her to the vet this morning. So it's a final set of shots. So she's good now. So it's neat. So again, I've got 2 young girls, and I just want somebody. I don't live in a bad neighborhood by any means, but I just want to. And she's our family dog, but she's got a mean bark, and it's fun. She's 40 pounds now, but that bark at 80, 85 pounds, 90 pounds, that's going to be something scary. You're going to have to look out for that. But that's what I want. I want something to, somebody that's going to protect my girls.
Oh yeah.
And so that's my dog story. And then,
yeah, we're kind of exploring options at the moment. We tried an option and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try something else. Speaking of something else, the third member of the show that doesn't have a name.
Again, names, try it out.
It's been months, but I'll sum it up. We'll go into a full detailed episode about the car. We'll put pictures up and stuff. But 63 Nova, 5.3 LS motor, supercharger off of a ZL1 Camaro. We just did air conditioning, installed one of those cool, old school looking underdash units. So we have that mounted in the car.
Where'd that AC pump come from? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Oh, that AC compressor came off of a S10, V6 S10 four-wheel drive truck. R4 AC compressor for you car guys out there. Use some billet brackets that I found on eBay. I don't remember the name, but I'll try to get some information for that website. But it was a pain in the dick to get AC to work because
it's AC.
Because it's AC, and AC I always said I didn't need it. But then I was like, oh man, I rode my friend's pretty original looking SS Nova of a similar year, and I dug his original underdash AC unit. Not to mention, if you look up an AC kit for these things, they're like $1,500 or $1,600 because they're direct fit.
Yeah,
and
at least.
Let's face it, most people don't install it themselves. They have somebody else do it for them.
Yeah, you spend that kind of money, you're having a hot rod professionally built, et cetera, et cetera.
But we're in this AC install well under $1,000. We're probably in it $750, $800.
Going about half price.
Maybe. Right, it'll work really well. It'll look pretty good. It's great, like the wheels. As you can see, there's maybe you could kind of tell there's body parts missing off of it because we're doing some body work and stuff, but it's got a new swap harness. We put a hole in the firewall, got that all rewired in the front. I'm hoping to be able to start it up this weekend.
Thing sounds mean too, by the way.
But a full episode coming up on that, posting pictures, the history of the car. I've told you guys before, it's been in the McFerrin family, which is my step family, since pretty much day one. I had a little bit of history from my uncle about it. Some funny stories and stuff. But that's what's going on with the car. Full episode soon with pictures and stuff. But I think with that, unless you have anything to add, we're gonna
wrap this one up.
That's call it a day.
Going on with us, and
be sure to check out the www.tellyouwhatpodcast.com along with some of the changes that we have made. I've made some changes to the website as well. There's no longer a store on the website. I appreciate everyone that's kind of taken part in that. But we have found that that avenue wasn't very productive. All we were trying to do was get a media host to host audio only stuff so you guys can download it and listen to it in your car or whatever you want to do. But it didn't work out. There were so many stupid rules and stuff. I think what we're going to do in the future, maybe with a little bit of growth and stuff and support from you guys, is maybe have our own line of merch, t-shirts, coffee cups, stickers, just simple stuff. We're simple guys. There's no need to overcomplicate the thing with a store and click here and that and the other thing. But
for right now, we're just going to try to bring content. Stay tuned. We'll bring some more. Thank you guys again out there for
thanks
sticking
again
with us.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the screen. We got this new camera and it has a screen on the side. But thank you for your support. Again, that's Johnny. I'm Dave. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.